Hey guys, Brent Hull Wednesday design video. Got a charmer today, a house that, boy, I really want to live in. Also a new way to research possibly good design. Find a picture of something you like or take a picture of something you like and then reverse engineer it to find good design from history, maybe. Come join me. Okay guys, working on another little period revival house. This is a little Tudor house. It's a little cottage. It's really cute. It's kind of a crazy story. The plan originally comes from this house, which is called the Marion. Can't even read the name of that person. But the client said that they did a reverse Google search and actually found the original house. And so this was a plan book house that had been available to builders. It was built here, right? You can see the similarities. They've got the iron stay. They've copied a lot of the details, not all of the details, but a lot of them. And so it's a really cool example of what you can do. I tried it with my phone and I get a lot of flack for having Google phone, but I basically took a picture of this house, and in Google, you can basically, circle the house and then it looks for it. And there's a lot of good examples of houses that it looks like. This actually could be kind of like a cool way to design better, in that you could find a house that you like, take a picture of it, and basically look for it in historic photos to come up with a better design. So maybe that's a solution going forward. But this was the house. That was the original design. But what they did, and unfortunately what I'm going to be trying to fix, is all of the things that they added modern elements to that in my mind kind of mess it up. One, if you look at, and we'll just kind of keep this house here as an example of what it was supposed to be. They've changed the wane edge siding, which is what that is. You can see it better maybe a little bit on this house. This kind of ruffled edge siding here that you see, the small window, this detail here, this little fun kind of cantilever bracketing that's here. And notice that there's a little swoop and that the swoop's missing. So, the things that I'm fixing are basically going back to the past and saying, we got to have those things in there. We need the swoops, we need those brackets. And, scale of windows I changed, right? And so for some reason, this designer, whoever did these plans, put in these sliding windows. What in the world? Are we in a 70s ranch house or a bad track home? I don't understand that. I don't even know. I'm flabbergasted. We don't use that window on this style house. And so look at the chimney too. The chimney is supposed to be this massive piece that kind of engages into the house, and theirs doesn't. So basically I'm taking the easy path and just kind of going back to some other elements. Some things that weren't in that design is the stone. Now basically, if you look at historic precedent, you can see in some of these period revival houses that there's stone with brick engaged in here around corners and things. You can see it a little bit on this house too, around the doorway. That it's a brick house, but they have this collection of stone. And I think what they're trying to convey is that this house has just been grown and changed over time. And I think it works. And so you'll see that I've added it kind of in coining, and I added it kind of in random places to charm it up, right? Give a little bit of that period revival charm, that old world charm. Window sizes I changed. This is an entry hall, so I just put a little leaded glass window in there. This is a walk-in closet, so I gave them a little bit of light, but it's much smaller than what was there. Over here, I've given them, since this is their living room, actually a little bit of a taller window. I'm hoping that could actually be a steel window. Here, in some respects, in this old picture, it shows a balcony there. I don't really need that. I also was finding, as I was playing around with this size, that this little kick up is a little bit weird. Like, why does the roof need to kick up that high over that window, except if you're just trying to create visual interest? So I took that and just put a little eyebrow in there. This is a metal strap, okay, that was used historically, and you see them in a lot of buildings. My building, which is a 1921 historic masonry building, has these ties, these iron ties that would have gone through, and they would have put, this is exaggerated, but they would have put this little strapping in there so that all the brick would have been held in place through an iron rod that would have gone through to the other side of the house. And so it's kind of a fun detail, certainly very charming. You notice too, I've changed this this detail, because this is the front of the house. I'd rather not look at that. And so I'm going to kick the stairs to the other side of the house, and I'm going to open this thing up with timbering as opposed to this board and batten look, a little bit more appropriate. I've changed the railing to just be a very simple iron railing. And if you look at iron railing from the 20s or 30s, it's just much simpler than what's being shown here. A little opportunity for some design stuff. On the side, so if we look at the side of the house, we were just looking at the front, now we're looking at the side. I mean, again, it's just historical appropriateness, and just kind of window sizes is the main objection here. And that door, I mean, this needs to be a plank style door. You'll see I put that in there. I have changed this big gable end because it's too much. If you look at the original design, they broke up their gable end with timbering as well. And this is an opportunity to have some fun timbering details in there. And in the original house, they also broke up the timbering over here. So I'm going to go, I think that's a good idea. And so I'm breaking it up. And you can get a little bit more whimsical by putting some of these curved members in here. You'll notice I've got timbers over the windows and doors, right? That kind of is that lintel kind of supporting thing. I've got the stone added in there. You see, I just did a little stone surround with a plank door, maybe a little small light in it, strap hinges. I think that helps. Changing this design, like what in the world, these sliding windows like that, is this a mobile home? I mean, what in the world? It's just so freaky to me that they did that. I changed this to be much more, this is their living room. I just want more light for them than that. And so I just put some timbering around that, shrank the size of this window. This is their bedroom upstairs, so you actually you put another window here. This could be a little balcony with a door. There's a bunch of little fun things you could do there. This is the bathroom window. This is up in the attic, so it's smaller. I put the stairs on the other side. But, you know, so basically I've taken this really charming house design and played around with it so that, you know, we could get back to that 1920s charm. But I think this works. I think, you know, this is a house I'm very attracted to personally, and would love to, you know, enjoy living in this house. I think it's just super charming. Let me know what you think. Okay guys, what do you think? That's a cute house. That's something that I think is one of those evoking period revival houses that's wonderful. Let me know what you guys think. I read all the comments. I'm Brent Hull. Thanks for watching.